The oceans provide us with lots of benefits that we cannot imagine. We obtain benefit in various forms such as tourism, fishery, climate control, and much more. However, despite all of these benefits, some human activities are still damaging the ocean. An example of the activities could be such as overfishing, destructive fishing, coastal development, marine litter, oil pollution, and much more. However, in this video, the focus are being emphasized more on the sewage issue in the marine environment.
Every year, there must be people who get sick because of the recreational activities such as swimming and boating because of the water contaminate. The reason can be ranging from surface runoff and septic system to wastewater facilities and treatment storm drain outfalls. Leaking and folding can cause completely untreated sewage to enter rivers and other water resources. There are 4 types of wastewater that can enter the water column, which are domestic, industrial, agriculture, and also urban wastewater. Some cases in islands that are very famous with tourism activities, sewage cases may develop from unsystematically wastewater treatment that originated from resorts and tourist areas. Due to that problem, in some unethical and uncontrolled situations, direct flow of sewage into the ecosystem, into the aquatic environment had continued to occur, especially causing various impact to the marine ecosystem. The impact of sewage problem can affecting the aquatic ecosystem, human, economic, and also tourism. For the aquatic ecosystem, it will break down the food chain because of the deoxygenated in water when the bloom occurs. While for the economic impact, untreated sewage will contribute to decrease in tourism activities, closure of related industry, as well as consuming huge costs in dealing with pollution issues by some agencies and organizations. This also related to tourism industry that they may need to close the tourism area if there are sewage covering the place and jeopardize it with smells and bad water quality. Due to some of the sewage treatment places located at houses area, health problem and disease may develop from the presence of virus, bacteria, and also parasites. These including the malaria and other pest-transmitted disease. Creation of polluted environment unsuitable for fisheries growth and reproduction, impairing fisheries resources, food and water security.
The Department of Environment (DOE) is the regulatory body of the wastewater that effluent quality through the Environmental Quality Act 1974 and its regulation like the Environmental Quality Sewage Regulation 2009 and Environmental Quality Industrial Effluent Regulation 2009. The example of island that have sewage issue is first Pulau Perhentian. Pulau Perhentian is considered a small island that have very limited resources and open and suitable for a small capacity of tourism. Several sources of water pollution have been discovered, which is direct discharge of wastewater and establishment of debris coming from the construction site. The next two islands is Pulau Redang and Pulau Teman, which increases in sewage nutrient enrichment that are caused by the hotel seepage pit. It may lead to the lower resilience and correspond to the degradation at heavily affected area. Sewage, which the derived nutrient enrichment, has ecological impact to the tourism growth at the both island. The last one is Pulau Payar. Pulau Payar is located in between Pulau Pinang and Pulau Langkawi. Pulau Payar is the recipient for any pollutant that been carried by the major wave in between these two developing islands. So the main pollution for Pulau Payar is the solid waste and the sewage. Therefore, this pollution are indirect impact to the increasing number of tourists in the marine park. One of the current approach solution is by using the advanced moving bed bioreactor. It is currently being tested at sewage facilities in Pantai Tengah Langkawi. Advanced moving bed bioreactor is able to remove a bulk of biological demand upstream of other biological treatment process. The next approach is by using microbiofuel cells, MFC. It is a bioelectrochemical devices that harness the power of respiring microbes to convert organic matter in wastewater to electrical energy. The last approach is by using the soil biotechnology, which is being developed by the Indian Institute of Technology Bombay, IITB. It is based on a bioconversion process which does not produce biosludge and full odor.
So now we are going to look at how appropriate are these methods' final outcomes with our ecological principles. So to know about ecological principle, you must know about ecological concepts. So ecological concepts are general understandings or facts about the ecosystem and the ecosystem management. We have 6 ecological principles, but we are going to focus at only one ecological principles that we see appropriate with our situation here, which are the sewage pollution issue and the final outcomes. Ecological principles that we are going to look today to relate with the final outcome of the projects that have been proposed, such as the P2STP, is ecological principle to maintain the habitat is fundamental to conserve species. So let me break it down to you guys in simpler words, in simpler terms, so that you can understand what I'm trying to say. So a proper sewage treatment plant, an efficient one, will produce a better quality of wastewater with less to zero contaminants. So wherever this wastewater flows, or wherever it landed on, in what type of environment or ecosystem that they landed on, for example the ocean or the rivers, it will not have a significant negative impact on the respective habitat that they landed on. So this correlates to one of our ecological principles, that is maintaining habitat is fundamental to conserving species. So the wastewater does not do any damages, instead maintaining the habitat at its best condition without having a negative impact on it. So that is how this final outcome of these projects are appropriate with our ecological principles. Get it? So based on what we have discussed today, we believe that we are convinced that the methods or approaches that we use is not perfect, but it produces the best final outcome that we needed right now in order to tackle our sewage issue right now. We really hope that these methods or approaches will be in operation in any time soon. So that's all from us, and thank you.